I get bored sometimes, I like to sit for a moment and just remember my childhood. I'm a very nostalgic person at the heart, and I usually do it often without realising most times. Especially if I've had a hard day or just feel terrible, it's a nice way for me to cheer up a little. It's that sweet escape, reliving an easier, carefree time. But one of my fondest childhood memories is kind of different now. It's just not quite the same from when I used to reflect on it before. I feel as if the moment I would usually think back to, for that boost of sweet nostalgia, is now accompanied with another feeling, which is loss. It may sound stupid, it kind of does to me, but even with a rational mindset, I can't ignore the emotional difference I feel when I reminisce now. When I was 9, I played Resident Evil 2 for the first time, and my God, was it a moment for me. My first delve into a 3D video game, minus the pre-rendered backgrounds, was a big step. From that Sega Mega Drive I played so much as a kid. My first experience with it was playing as Leon, the rookie cop, going to a new city so he can begin his first day on the force, completely unaware of the zombie outbreak that was going on. His character at the time was such a cool icon of the late 90s, from the hairstyle to the armoured police uniform he wore, and even his firearm of choice was unique to him. I'll never forget the way he handled the situation he had fallen into, and his cool voice acting, played by Haddad, which had really brought Leon to life, and which also brings us to the trigger point of this video. Haddad has recently passed away. Only a few weeks ago, he left the fans and his family and friends with a great loss. Even though he never returned to reprise his role, I think it's safe to say he was a staple in the series, and one that most R.I.P fans will never forget. He essentially made the character of Leon Kennedy what he is today. Now, not to discredit the other voice actors, both Matthew Mercer and Paul Mercer did a fantastic job, as they were portraying Leon being the older action hero version of him. Yet it never gave me quite the same joy to play as him as it did when Haddad was behind the scenes. I always preferred his younger counterpart. He felt more relatable in the second game to me, more realistic and less Hollywood action hero. And I felt the jump from 2 to 4 was a big change in the character. Nevertheless, I feel like it's not since Nick Apostolidis came in with his take on the role in the R.I.P remake that another actor has recaptured the same version of Leon, the one that Paul created before, and the same one that we all became so attached to. Now, Haddad passing away really first hit me when I was just finishing off the R.I.P remake. It made me feel a bit empty inside, and I couldn't believe it at first. But moments later I was fine. I continued to go on with things as usual. It was only about 2 days after that it started to play on my mind more. I couldn't get my head around to why it was bothering me as much as it did. It felt as if Leon himself from the game had died to me, and it actually brought me to tears. One of my childhood heroes felt more like a memory than ever to me now, and I know that Paul was just the actor behind the character, and not really Leon in actual life. But because I only knew him from that role, and I was so young at the time, it really stuck with me and made a lasting impression. He really was Leon Kennedy to me, and Paul passing away took that classic character with him. I'm glad that his performance will never go anywhere, and that his legacy will live on in the Resident Evil community. Haddad, I just want to say thank you for the great memories and such an amazing performance. One that was so great that it made people like me and so many other fans I've seen, I've never even met you in person, really feel for your passing away. I hope you rest easy, man, and my heart goes out to your family and friends. You will always be the one true Leon Kennedy. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. This was just something I wanted to get off my chest. Resident Evil 2 really means a lot to me. I hope I didn't ramble on too much, and thank you for listening.